Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. I am Coach Regina here with another week of inspiring, impactful, and informative content for mind wellness. Today, I want to touch base with you guys just briefly here. The topic I will talk about today is watch the negative words. Literally, watch the stories you tell yourself. So, we're going to jump right in. First off, guys, I am not a licensed healthcare provider. I am an aspiring mind wellness coach. I bring you videos weekly to help you stay grounded, even help my own self. So let's go ahead and jump in. So you tell yourself how and when things are going or how they're going about in your life, don't you? I know because I would too. The stories that we tell ourselves are the ones that we have formed in our mind that appear true to us at this phase in our life. Whatever it is, whatever phase you are at, the stories that you tell yourself are the ones that you believe to be true. So let's get into some stories that we may tell ourselves. I don't go out because I like being alone, or I'm introverted. Does that sound familiar? I know I've heard that before. We were created as individuals in the likeness of our Creator. We don't like to be alone, okay? Regardless of the story that we tell ourselves, we were created for companionship, and we have an innate ability to desire companionship. An interesting thing is that when we tell ourselves these stories are some form of comfort for us in times of uncertainty. No matter what you're going through, when you find yourself knowing you haven't been out in weeks or months or whatever the case may be, that's the story you bring forth. Oh, I don't like being out in public, or I don't like going out because I'm an introvert. I don't like large crowds. Large crowds make me nervous. Do you ever find yourself avoiding engagements for these reasons? People invite you out to gatherings or family functions or whatever the case may be. Even sometimes you go to your business with your colleagues, outings with your colleagues from the business. And instead of you actually wanting to go out, it's almost like pulling teeth. You literally find yourself clamming up because you told yourself that you're an introvert, or you don't like large crowds, or you like to be alone, whatever the case may be. As I stated earlier, the stories that we tell ourselves are the ones that we form in our mind that make us feel secure or comfort at that time. Families ain't sh- uh-oh, I did say that. You fill in the blank though. No one is or family has too many problems. And if you notice, it doesn't sound right. I mean, family sometimes is all we have. When we're lonely and when we're feeling um, unloved or uncared for, whatever the case may be, so you can actually call family, whether it be the ones that you don't mess with or the ones that you don't talk to often, if you will. These will be the ones that give you words of encouragement or something to make you get over the hump that you're feeling. So when you utilize terminology like family ain't and family bring problems, or as I stated, no one is there for you, or whatever the case may be, that story that you're telling, according to your reticular activating system, it becomes a reality. It becomes your reality because you have thought this into fruition. You have literally caused yourself to believe that no one cares for you, that you don't have family that is worthy, or whatever the case may be. These are things that we do to ourselves, um, and not realizing at the time that we are creating a reality, regardless of how negative that reality is, how comforting it is. At the end of the day, it's a story that we're telling ourselves. Another one is you're always broke. I'm not going to say I because I don't claim that. So, what are the words that people tend to say? That they're always broke, that their job doesn't pay them enough, the government is the cause of why their lifestyle is the way that it is, etc. These are stories that people tell themselves in order to avoid the issue of not saving and not being responsible with their finances. So when we put these formulated thoughts in our mind, we're creating situations that block us from changing, growing, or evolving into more mature human beings. Staying stuck in a childlike state of isolation is not healthy, and it doesn't formulate mind wellness. Allowing yourself to break out of your shell is the most pertinent thing you can do in your life in this season. People die often by isolating themselves from the outside world, creating nuances where they don't find themselves wanting to be attached to other people. This is an unhealthy trait, a trait that must be broken in order for you to grow and thrive as a human being. Instead of telling yourself negative stories, try changing it into something that can be more beneficial to you. Because after all, those negative stories that you're telling yourself, they have no benefit. They're not something that is causing you a sense of prospering in your life. They make you feel lonely, set apart, and often rejected. When you go around those people, because you have told yourself those stories, let's say they, coincidentally got you out of the house, or um, whatever the case may be. Now, when you get around the people, you're feeling invalid. You're feeling uncomfortable because of the stories that you have told yourself all those months, all those years, however long it's been. We as individuals, again, we were created for companionship, a need to love, a need to feel approved and appreciated by others. Open yourself up from the shell that may have you blocked in your life. After all, people need the love, the compassion, that heart that you have to share with the world. It doesn't matter what you think people think about you when you're out in the midst of your gatherings or your functions. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you have no valid recourse for those thoughts, you literally have to come to the resolve that you're going to have to get rid of those thoughts. If no one has proved you right, you have to make a conscious decision to let go of the thoughts that are holding you back. Try changing your thought process. When a negative thought pops in, replace it with something positive, like, I love my family. I enjoy going out. I enjoy being around others. I enjoy going out into function. These are affirmations that you can say that will help you affirm your new way of thinking. When you keep negative thoughts in your mind, you create negative barriers in your life. You don't want that. Everyone has an opportunity at the same 24-hour period to decide, I am going to be the best version of myself. I will no longer stay stuck, isolated, and defeated by negative thinking. In this channel, I provide you with tips on how to break free from your current way of thinking. Some of our thinking is limited, destructive, and non influencing. It has no bearings on who we are desiring to be on the inside. You're changing. You're becoming a better person. As you watch these videos, even I am growing. I'm learning to evolve and letting go of things that have kept me so grounded in who I thought I was as a person. Once you start to break out of that shell and change the way you're thinking, You're going to have new stories that you tell yourself. You are not broke. You have more than enough finances and increases in your life to become the person that is a provider for those that you desire to be around. You are not a person that doesn't have family. You have welcoming family that may love being around you if they're given the opportunity. Guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my YouTube channels. It really means a lot to me. I'll continue to bring you guys informative, inspiring, and impactful content to help you grow, thrive, and evolve in your life. Thank you. This is Coach Regina. Take care until I see you again. Bye bye.